Trail shoes versus boots. What type of footwear is best for climbing Kilimanjaro? When people think of a mountain expedition, they think they need some big, clunky boots to tackle the harsh weather. However, technology has come a long way. Nowadays, boots have become much more user-friendly and streamlined thanks to advances in manufacturers' designs and materials. In the same way, trail shoes have gotten better too, becoming sturdier and more waterproof. While boots used to have distinct advantages over shoes in terms of protection and support, and shoes used to have advantages over boots in terms of being more lightweight and comfortable, those gaps are closing. In this video, I'll discuss how to choose between boots and shoes and what to look for in each of these types of footwear. Footwear features. To decide whether hiking boots or trail shoes are best for you, you need to consider these factors: weight, traction, comfort, cushioning, warmth, and ankle support. Compared to trail shoes, boots generally offer more protection from the elements. This includes both cold and moisture. The temperature on Kilimanjaro can be below zero, especially on the upper slopes. If you're someone whose feet get cold easily, you probably will experience the same on Mount Kilimanjaro. Leather hiking boots and boots with a waterproof liner are going to be warmer than shoes. For rainy or snowy conditions, hiking boots are better. Because of the height of the boots, your feet are less likely to get wet while getting rained on, stepping in puddles, or hiking on snow or ice. Using boots in conjunction with waterproof pants and gaiters forms a hard barrier to keep the moisture out. Additionally, boots have high tops that support the ankles, while trail shoes don't support the ankle at all. Therefore, boots can reduce injuries from rolling the ankle. Lastly, the tread on a boot is generally deeper, enabling a better grip on the terrain, whether it be mud, scree, or rock. The soles are often well cushioned and have hard rubber, giving boots their durability. So given all these pros, why would anyone choose trail shoes over boots? The main reason is weight. It is said that 1 pound on your feet is equivalent to carrying 5 on your back. Therefore, an average pair of boots, which weighs more than 3 pounds, is like having 15 pounds in your pack. Walking with boots can be much more tiring when you think about the totality of steps required to climb a peak like Kilimanjaro. So herein lies the trade-off. Hiking boots have more ankle support, offer more protection, have better traction, are more durable, and are warmer. Hiking shoes are lighter, more agile, and more comfortable. The bottom line is that both boots and shoes will work on the mountain. Which you choose depends on what you need in your footwear and what you ultimately feel comfortable with. If you're used to hiking in trail shoes and your feet don't get cold when out in inclement weather, you can consider using trail shoes exclusively on Kilimanjaro. Similarly, if you're accustomed to hiking in boots, then stick with boots. Kilimanjaro is not the place to experiment with your footwear. I have personally worn my trail shoes on all of my Kilimanjaro climbs except for my first. The pros of wearing boots simply do not apply to me. I don't need more ankle support, my shoes give me great traction, and my feet don't get cold. Therefore, I choose the shoes for their lightweight and comfort. There is another option, and that is to bring both hiking boots and trail shoes. Given that the climb is supported, our porters will carry your extra gear. That includes footwear, so you could bring both options to the trailhead. Use the hiking shoes in the beginning and middle sections, and switch to the boots for the summit if you feel like you need them. This might be the safest bet, so you don't have to commit to one or the other. So how do you choose a hiking boot for Kilimanjaro? Boot fit. The most important factor in choosing a boot is the fit. Even the best quality boot can be the worst choice for a person if their foot shape and size does not match the shoe. Here are things to look for in a boot. Room for your toes. The foot should be held secure with wiggle room for the toes. The toes should not bump or touch the sides or front tip of the shoe. Wiggle your toes and make sure they are not cramped. You need space for your toes, from a ½ inch to 1 inch of space between your toes and the front of the shoe. Snug but not tight. The boot should be comfortable and fit securely around your ankle and instep. It should not pinch or constrict. The arch should be well supported and the sides of your foot should be snug as well. Flexible. The boot should have enough flexibility to enable the foot to move a bit inside, but not so much that the foot can slide back and forward. Make sure they're sized correctly. The main mistake people make is buying shoes or boots that are sized too small. One study showed that 1/3 of men are wearing shoes that do not properly fit them. The same study reported that half of women are wearing shoes that do not fit. If you're unsure, get them professionally sized at an outdoor shop. Boot material. Boots are typically made from two types of materials, leather or synthetic. Leather boots are sourced from animal skin, usually cowhide. Synthetic boots, on the other hand, are made with plastic including nylon or polyester or a form of synthetic leather. Both types of material are appropriate for Mount Kilimanjaro. Leather boots have a stronger, sturdier feel to them. They provide greater protection from the elements than the synthetic boots because of their tough, waterproof exterior. They are warmer than synthetics due to leather's natural characteristics. Leather boots are more rigid and can take a lot longer to break in. Some would say they are less comfortable because of this. They are also generally heavier, more bulky, and more expensive. Synthetic boots are made from softer materials that can be more flexible and therefore support your natural foot movement more easily. They are often lightweight and more breathable, but still waterproof. They also don't require a long break-in time, if any at all, to feel comfortable. This out-of-the-box comfort also means they are typically less durable and won't last as long as leather boots. Synthetic boots are generally a lot cheaper to produce, so they're more affordable. I recommend synthetic boots over leather simply because of the weight factor. Heavy boots over a period of many days of hiking can take its toll on your energy. So my best advice is to keep your footwear as light as possible. Breaking boots in. Once you purchase a pair of boots, break them in slowly with shorter hikes. Leather boots in particular take a while to break in, so take several short walks or wear them around town before going for a long day hike. Many synthetic boots require no breaking in at all. Be sure you wear the same socks you will wear on your climb. Find a combination of shoes and socks that work well, and don't make any changes before your Kilimanjaro hike. Now let's talk about what to look for in a hiking shoe. As with boots or any other footwear for that matter, you have to have the right fit. Any reputable outdoor gear store will have trained fitters on hand to take you through the selection process. They will measure all aspects of your foot and then suggest a number of different pairs of shoes. Try several pairs of shoes so you can feel the differences between them. Beyond that, your shoe should be waterproof. This is fundamental. Without it, one step into a puddle and your foot will be soaked for the rest of the day. Additionally, not only will a waterproof shoe keep the water out, but it will also be warmer due to the extra membrane inside the shoe. The hiking shoe should have at least a medium groove depth of tread and be made from a sticky material. Lug size and shape do make a difference, as does the rubber itself. These two factors are for traction across different types of terrain. Look for a tread that is deeper than the average running shoe. Trail shoes have aggressive grip for mud, rock, and snow. Finally, you want sufficient cushioning to minimize the impact your feet are going to take for the multi-day climb. Don't use trail shoes that offer minimal support and cushioning. So let's recap. Boots or shoes are both fine for Kilimanjaro. The main reasons to choose boots are for warmth and ankle support. The main reasons to choose shoes are for its lightweight and overall comfort. Or bring both boots and shoes and play it safe. The fit is the most important thing to get right when selecting your footwear, and many people in this world are wearing shoes that are too small. You can get away with this in everyday life, but on a multi-day hike it will cause problems. So be sure your boots or shoes are sized correctly and fit well. That means they are snug, but not tight, and have plenty of space for your toes. Both boots and shoes should be waterproof, and the tread should be appropriate for hiking in various types of terrain. Be smart in what you wear to Kilimanjaro, because your footwear should never be a reason why you couldn't make it up the mountain. I'm Kevin with Ultimate Kilimanjaro. Join our Facebook discussion group linked in the description below to talk about all things Kilimanjaro. Visit our website for more information, and please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you on the summit.